Hi guys, Karen here and Blissful Beings Reminders from Home. We're here to talk to you today about law of attraction. You know, all those years ago when The Secret came out, Rhonda Byrne did such an amazing job of expanding the awareness of law of attraction. People were jumping on board and talking about it like everyone became an expert of law of attraction. What is law of attraction exactly, and how does it work in your life? Unlike what you've heard through many people who talk about law of attraction, it is not just about manifesting what you want, but it is the vehicle in which you do that. But law of attraction is so much more than manifesting what you want, because law of attraction is the vehicle and the engine of life that is how we are creating our reality. So manifesting in general is happening every single second, nanosecond of every experience in every dimension, because we are creating through the way we flow our energy, through the way we think and feel, to how connected we are to source energy. And so law of attraction is not only about manifesting what you want, it's about how everything's created around you, everything. It is how molecules stick together. Like attracts like. Law of attraction says that which is like unto itself is drawn. So it's a magnetic energy. It's an attractive energy. It's a mirroring energy. People have called law of attraction, oh, there's no such thing as law of attraction because life mirrors what we believe. That's the same thing. Life is an echo chamber of our beliefs. So what you're currently seeing is what you're currently believing. And we believe this on a personal level, and we believe this on a group level, and in a family level. We believe this in a society level, and we believe this in a collective level. And most of the beliefs that we have about life, what's possible, and how we are creators is connected to this collective level. And this collective level of belief, let's call it hypnotizing, is perpetuated through a media system that is one of the most powerful tools on this earth for creating belief structure, and belief structure creates reality. I could talk about this all day. It's one of the reasons I started my show, Accentuate the Positive, because in the name itself is a teaching of how you want to create what you want. And I spoke to a fabulous comedian and spiritual teacher a long time ago, whose name escapes me, it'll come back to me in a minute, who says, and you'll hear it in the beginning of my show if you listen to my show, accentuating the positive is just a no-brainer. Why would you want to accentuate anything else? Because I think everything that we want because we think in the having of it, we will feel good. It will be a good experience. We'll get to enjoy it. Whether we want health in our body, money in our bank account, love in our life, whether we want the environment to be cleaned up, the politicians to govern better, whether we want more love in life and people to be more connected, whether we want a shift in our world to a higher dimension and less war on the planet and more love. All of these things we want because we think in the having of it, we will have a better experience and we'll feel good. And here's the thing about this experience. We have the ability, no matter who we are as crusaders of love and light and activists fighting the good fight of good against evil, right against wrong, no matter who we are as physical beings, we have the ability to tune in to our source energy, which is a source of pure positive energy, liquid love, liquid light. Inside terrible trauma, inside tragedy, inside things that we would deem we wouldn't want anyone to experience, we have the ability to feel good. And a lot of people argue with me about this. And I'm no expert at it. Believe me, I get seduced by the traumas of life too. I get angry in traffic. I get pissed off with things. When I watch stuff on the news, injustice, cruelty, I too am human, and I too forget that I can feel good at any time or day. But I'm connected to a group of beings I call blissful beings who remind me of how I'm flowing my energy. So when we see injustice and cruelty in the world, we get upset. And from that place of disconnection to our source of pure positive energy, we launch, as Esther Hicks from my favourite teachings would say, we launch rockets of desires shoot out of us that say, this is wrong. We need to fix this. I need to change this, which is what I did when I went on media and started Accentuate the Positive Media, or Accentuate the Positive Radio, because as I realised that we're hypnotized into what we believe most of the time through our peers, through our schooling systems, through our relationships with society, and through media, that we take on the beliefs of life, of society, of our religion, of our parents, as we take on these beliefs and manifest a life that we probably don't really want. I understood the power of media and perpetuating these beliefs as we just regurgitate them over and over and over again, as we watch news programs and current affair programs and commercials on television and morning breakfast television programs and game shows. These thoughts are just perpetuated and repeated over and over and over again. And as you know, the more you repeat a belief or a thought is just a belief, is just a thought that you keep thinking. As you repeat a thought, it becomes very ingrained in your grey matter. And there's a very well-worn path in your mind or in your consciousness and even in your physical grey matter in your brain that keeps repeating this thought. Think about how we drive our cars. Once the body knows how to drive, you can kind of hop out of your body and just let the body drive the car, because there's an ingrained knowing within you. And so reaction and response becomes the response of a belief system that maybe you don't really want to have. How do we change that? How do we create new neural pathways and new ideas and new beliefs that are more in alignment with who we truly are as beings, as infinite beings of love and all possibility, and as difference makers, as change makers, as people who want to shift the ideas and the paradigms and the injustices and the tragedies and the problems that we see around us and that we see in our world. That's what law of attraction is about. Law of attraction is about understanding how you flow your energy and how you are the creator and are creating all you see around you. So law of attraction really asks you to be very deliberate in how you feel and what you think, and to be very, very accepting that what is happening in your personal experience is coming from your personal belief systems. So this means taking full responsibility at all times for who you're being in any moment. Because who you're being in any moment is how you're experiencing life. It's really not about what's happening to you, because, you know, we are genius creators, but can we stop people dying? No. Can we stop people around us getting sick? No. Can we stop people fighting around us? Well, we have some influence on all of that, of course, but can we stop it with our will? No. But we can respond to it differently. And in so responding to any circumstance differently, we get to mold the energy of it, and we get to have power of influence over what we look at as well as what we experience. So even gazing upon someone that you love who's suffering, say someone is dying of cancer, as you respond differently through the way you flow your energy and see their experience through the eyes of Source, see that experience through love, the person you gaze upon gets to experience her or his tragedy differently. That's your power of influence. Jesus Christ, or the being we know as Jesus Christ, understood this so well that when he gazed upon people dripping with their illness, he didn't see their illness, he saw their possibility and he saw their divinity and he saw their soul. And his knowing was so strong that he would impart, he would experience, or they would experience, instant manifestation of healing as his focus and his gaze had power of influence over their beliefs and their ideas about themselves. This is your power in this world to affect change. It's really not in what you're doing. It's even not in what you're saying. It's everything to do with who you're being. And law of attraction has a big part to play in all of this. So it's not about manifesting stuff that's going to make you feel good. That's not what law of attraction's about. It's not even about manifesting what you want. Well, it is in a way, because what you want is to feel good. And that's your power here and now. That is your power right here, right now, to tune in to a vibration that feels good. In so doing, you'll attract incredible things around you. You'll attract ideas that you have, that you want to create. You've got those delicious creative ideas. I want to do this. I want to change the world in that way. I want to create this. So now you have the power to do that when you shift your vibration from feeling bad to feeling good. This is law of attraction in action. It's powerful stuff.